Welcome to Project Belvinia. We're so excited to show you how we transformed our client's basement. When we first came into this space, it was very dark, dated. The clients originally purchased this home and the home had completely been done and it was beautiful. But when entering the basement, it was just dark and not functional for them and their two boys. So the challenge was to integrate 3 areas that had a beautiful flow to them where they could entertain, hang out together, or even just play a game of pool as well. One of the challenges that we had with this project, because it's a basement, there was a duct running through the center, so it felt very low and dark, so we wanted to paint it out light, but then to balance it, we added beautiful wood beams that elongated the whole entire space. So the beams really give it presence and make the drop ceiling really feel like it's supposed to be there. So then when we go over to this space in the bar, when we first came in here, this area was actually quite deep, which made it very dark. So we actually built the wall out to create a functional, entertaining bar area that also functions as a kitchen, but we really didn't want it to look like a typical bar, like a space where we're gonna display alcohol, glasses. We really wanted this island to be very functional, so we added a dishwasher, a fridge freezer, and also an integrated sink. We wanted this to allow for entertaining, but also to be very appealing. We added this beautiful fluted detail along the front that we also mimicked on the fireplace area. Now with the fireplace, the existing stone on there was a very dark, heavy stone. So we actually designed the fluted detail to be cladded on top, which really just allows the space to feel very beautiful and open. With the existing stone on the fireplace, it was very dark and heavy. It also was a little bit smaller than the existing bulkhead that ran through the center of the basement. So with the new design, we really wanted that emphasis on it running down and really flowing down that wall so it had that beautiful purpose. So with the new design, it overflows a little bit of that lowered ceiling area so that the fireplace feels a little bit more impactful in the games area. There's also a lot of beautiful natural light that flows through the space with 2 windows that flank either side of the fireplace, but also the beauty of Roman blinds. So we added these to also create that very cozy feel. We didn't want to block any light, but it still allowed enough to come in to really make it feel open and airy. So with the millwork that we have in the background, we wanted this to be able to display the client's pottery and decor instead of focusing on it being a bar. So emphasizing alcohol and drinks, we really wanted this to be an atmosphere where they could hang out with friends, have coffee, and really for it to be a functional space which could house anything that the clients really wanted. When you open the doors to the millwork, we integrated drawers just so that the clients had extra space for anything that they really wanted to integrate into the bar. Because this is a space where they could entertain and also play games in the pool table area, it was nice to have extra storage, so it doesn't have to be just for items in the bar. It could also house games, cards, anything that they really needed to just tuck away to keep with the whole minimal, airy feel throughout the basement. This space, we really wanted it to be open, airy, calm, but we loved the black accent details. It just creates a little bit of pop throughout the space. Behind me, we added that on the trim detail around the doors. There's also a lot of details throughout, like the light fixtures in the pool table room. We have accents of black on the area rugs, and also pillows, throw blankets, and other little hits throughout as well. In the bar space, we also integrated a Samsung frame TV. We love Samsung frames because it can display art but also act as a TV. So because this is a multifunctional bar, there's also a living space across from us where you can hang out with the family, the clients can hang out here with the boys, watch a movie, but it doesn't feel like it's away from the family space. It has its own area, but also just has a nice backdrop and ambience to accent the millwork that we have in the bar area as well. We also integrated very slim, sleek speakers beside the TV. This just helps for the sound to travel into the family space. Because it's a little bit further from the seating of the sectional, we just wanted to have that flow of sound going into that space. But we really wanted it to still be sleek and clean. So they're very minimal. You see them, but they still kind of accent the black that we have throughout the space as well. For the lighting, we added so many different types of lighting throughout the space just to create that beautiful ambiance throughout. Over the bar, we added these beautiful metal, local made pendants from Canada, which create this really nice light that kind of cascades over the bar area and also just defines this space as well. We then added some accent lighting in the shelves just to highlight some of the decor pieces that we added in. And then we also added some beautiful sconces in the pool area that just really define the space and add that hit of black again that we were sprinkling throughout the basement area. When picking finishes in the space, we really like to highlight to clients that it's okay to mix metals. So even though we have a beautiful gold faucet, gold hardware, we also wanted to add black metals throughout. Even the pendants have a beautiful aged copper feel to them. So we really want to emphasize the fact that it's okay to mix metals. It doesn't have to constantly be one consistent tone. It really can be mixed to highlight each area and each element of what you're designing. In the living space, there was one wall across the back that was very plain, white. It had a standard white door on it, and it just felt very cold. So we wanted to add a really cool accent wall that was like art, but also had purpose to it. So one of the reasoning for this wall is to have an integrated secret door which leads to the client's furnace room. So in this furnace room, they can hide extra stuff, games, they have a ping pong table in there. So just a space that's hidden away, but the door has that kind of secret fun element to it. Because this is an existing basement, sometimes we're dealing with challenges of venting. So because we designed this beautiful wall, we really didn't want to then put a vent cover or something that wasn't going to be very appealing. So we had the company actually groove out spaces where the venting can come into the space without really affecting the overall look of this beautiful wall. Throughout the project, we love to play with curves and shapes like most of our projects, but in this family space, we wanted it to be cozy, but also the sofa to have this beautiful curvature, organic feel where you could kind of perch or be cozy on. The coffee table we loved. This is very unique, low, more of like a cocktail table and a beautiful travertine stone. And for the chairs, we wanted these to really play with the shapes and curves that we have throughout, but also emphasizing the beautiful mix of textured fabrics as well. The beautiful artwork that we chose in this living space had a lot of meaning for the client. The clients have a lot of childhood memories with cornfields growing up. So the idea was really to bring the beauty and thought behind that with a stunning piece that really brought the whole space together in so many ways with textures and color. Even wrapping it in the oak frame really brought a lot of those tones in as well. Each of the pieces in the living space are very different. They all play with different curves and colors in the fabrics, but we really wanted to just have something different. There's a lot of different tones in the pillows. We wanted to pull that out and maybe have one of the chairs a little bit different, mix a little bit of the wood on the other chair, and just for it all comes together in one, but it's just nice to have this flow and sprinkle of different tones that really then wrap all together. With this being a very open, fun, casual space, we also wanted to define the area with the custom pool table. So we loved the idea of having something very fun on the walls, something that defines that area but has this really cool impact. It also mixes a lot of the tones that we have in the other spaces as well, and just acts as a really cool space for the parents or the kids to play pool. The pool table that we designed for the space is completely custom. We didn't want anything typical, like a typical pool table that really didn't fit with the vibe of this overall basement space. So we designed something that was unique, custom, but also mixed a lot of those beautiful oak tones that we have throughout as well. On top of the pool table, we also designed a custom top that goes on. So this can be stored in the back room or it can be on all the time, depending on how the clients want to use it. We love the idea of this tabletop because it doesn't have to just be a pool table. The kids can sit there, the adults can bring friends over, entertain, play cards, play different board games, whatever it may be. at least it is this multifunctional, beautiful custom table that really has that impact. Because this space is also going to be for entertaining, we wanted to add a few different areas of seating. So we designed these beautiful ottomans that can just anchor around the pool table. They can stay there, they can be brought into the living space if the clients want extra seating. But the main idea for them is to be housed there so that when the top does go on the pool table, then it's extra seating all around the space to play games, play a game of cards, whatever it may be. We also then designed these bar top tables on either side of the fireplace. So it grounds it adds depth, but it also adds another element of seating. So if you're playing pool, you can put a drink down, and also just another spot to display some beautiful decor. We love the curvature of the wall sconces in the games room because it really reflects a lot of the curves that we have throughout, like the island, the beautiful sofa in the living space. Overall, we love how our project Velveeta turned out. We feel like we really transformed this dull, dark basement into a beautiful space where this family and their 2 boys can hang out in the living space or entertain at the bar. The overall look and appeal was calming, unique, and just has that very spa-esque minimalism feel throughout that really draws you in and makes for a very cozy, fun environment.